And welcome to Videoguys Live. Every Tuesday at 3 p.m. we're going to teach you about the products we sell. Today's show is all about live sports production. Now we know right now the world of sports is kind of on hiatus, but it's coming back. So we wanted to let you know that there's a lot of different ways, from affordable $1,000 solutions up to very expensive, very high-end, very cool, more professional solutions available for you. So we're going to go through the whole gamut of Videoguys' guide to live sports production. Social distancing requires live streaming for sports production. Why? Because we're not allowed to have fans anymore, folks. Even though the sports are coming back, fans are not. We're having to watch our sports remotely at home. I've watched some baseball games. It's a little weird. It's funny watching the cutouts of the crowd in the back, but at least it's better than nothing. But sports are coming back. Knock on wood. All the major sports are restarting. MLB opening day is Thursday the 23rd. We have the NBA and the NHL starting in hub cities, and we have the NFL and college football still trying to figure out what they're doing, and we're adjusting training times and schedules. And what does that also mean? Well, for broadcasters of sports, and that's for the networks on down to the person who's just doing the local high school games, there are no more seasons. We're just cramming to get sports in now. So you may be playing baseball into the fall. You may be playing football in the spring. I don't know when we're going to get hockey and basketball, and it's all going to depend on when the governors of the various states and the governing bodies of the various sports get together and decide what they're doing. But you're putting these sports in venues that aren't the typical venues sometimes, and you're going to have to just be creative to reach your live audience, because the one thing that we know is, especially the amateur sports, a lot of the amateur sports, the young athletes want to get recognized. High school players and club players to get onto college. College players get picked up by the pros, and they need to have their games broadcast to people for people to be able to see them. Plus, you know, sports is something that's important to America. We need our sports, and you know, it's a matter of, it's not the most important thing in the world, but it's one of those things that lets us identify with our hometown, our favorite teams, and we need sports back, and we're happy they're going to be coming back. So we're going to do today's show on live sports production, and we're happy to walk through some of the products we sell. The first thing we're going to start with is encoders. Now, encoders, the two we have here that we're talking about on the show are the LiveU and the Teradek. Now, what these encoders will let you do is they use cellular bonded technology, which allows you to use the output of two different modems to come together up into the cloud to become one large pipe. So basically, you can bring your bandwidth onto any field wherever you are. Now, we know that a lot of sports are on outdoor fields that aren't necessarily wired for Wi-Fi or internet bandwidth. So you need to bring your bandwidth with you when you go to these venues. All of the products we're going to be showing you today can work with these encoders on the HDMI or SDI output of these encoders. Got to move away from the bobbleheads. We got it. So that you can use a LiveU Solo or a Teradek Video Go on the output of your Tricaster, your Wirecast gear, your mixer, your SlingStudio, wherever it is, so you could bring your bandwidth with you wherever you go. So if you're going to be doing live sports and your task with doing sports are outside, these two encoders are a must thing to learn about. So let's tell you a little bit more. The LiveU Solo is available in two flavors, $9.95 or for HDMI only, or HDMI and SDI for $14,995. We also have kits available with starter packs. These include the modems that you need to get going and the data plans. So you can get the Solo with a starter pack of 2 or 3 modems and then a data plan that's unlimited data. Well, this is great for high school or school sports, because you can do hours and hours of sports if you want. We want to remind you, if you sign up for that, use the coupon code SOLO-VideoGuys to receive 5% off on your package. Can we move this up full screen so I can show them that? Cool, awesome. We are good with that. And in fact, while that's up there, I'm going to move these guys down because they're getting in the way of everything. Next, I want to talk to you about the VideoGo Live streaming controller. That's $14.90 for the Videoguys Deluxe, the VideoGo Deluxe from Teradek. That is a encoder that is SDI and HDMI, and they also have a kit for $26.90. That $26.90 kit includes 2 of the nodes, or their modems, as well as core credits to allow you to be broadcasting and bonding all together. So 2 different ways where you can encode and bond using cellular on an affordable level from your games. And once again, I got to stress this to you. If you're going to be doing live sports, get yourself a LiveU Solo or a VideoGo. You will not regret it. It will be the best decision you ever made. Next, we're going to talk about switchers. Now, we're going to start with simple switchers to create things simple, to do multi-camera productions using a switcher. And you can see here we got a whole bunch of products, so we're just going to roll right into it. We're going to start with the roll-in stuff. We have 3 roll-in switchers we want to talk to you about today. The VO2 HD is basically a 2-channel switcher, very affordable if you just have an A camera and a B camera. The V1 HD is a 4-channel switcher, and either one of those can be paired with either of the 2 cellular bonded encoders we talked to earlier, the LiveU Solo or the Videoguys Go, to let you deliver from whatever field you're on using cellular bonded technology. Also, they have a bigger unit, the VR4 HD. It's got 6 inputs and 4 channels. What I really like about that unit is that it can also stream, but you need a laptop. You plug it into your laptop, and then your laptop sees it as if it were a webcam to service, send it out to any streaming production you want to use. So that's on the roll-in switchers. Next, I want to talk about this little baby, and we've done a few shows on it. I must just show it because it's so small. It's the YOLO Box. It's $1,099. It is a mixer, encoder, streamer. You use the LCD touchscreen that it's got over there, and you can basically, with that, you can mix multiple sources. You can stream. You can also stream to multiple sources. Excellent product for getting started on that. And the next product is the LiveU production streamer, which is the SlingStudio. The SlingStudio, we've done numerous shows on it. I love the SlingStudio hub. The cam links let you bring in your camcorder through HDMI into them. You can also bring into the hub your cameras. Android or an Apple phone can be turned into a camera for SlingStudio just by downloading the app on the camera. It does require an iPad or a Mac Pro. We got a little a MacBook. We got a little video on the SlingStudio and how it can be used in sports. Let's roll that one, Adam.
So you can tap a video source to move it into preview, or you can drag it into preview. A couple of ways to get the preview to go into program is you can tap the preview to program button, or you can double tap any of your video sources, or you can drag the video source directly into program. Now we're going to open up the audio mixer so you can see some of the options here. You can take each input as a separate audio input, and you can mute those or have audio follows video. You can have up to 10 video sources, but only 4 that are active on that left screen. So you can see here that we have the 4 cameras, and if I want to replace them, I can drag over a video or another camera, and it'll just replace it in that left pane. And we can also bring graphics in to use in your show. So we're going to bring in a bug. So this is a full page graphic. You can bring it in and resize it and move it around. There's already some lower third graphics that are made, and you can bring those in, and those are editable. You can change the font and the color of the lower third graphic.
All right, both SlingStudio and YOLO Box are excellent low-cost solutions to do video mixing, as are the roll-in mixers. Now I want to talk to you about a technology that's near and dear to me, and that is NDI technology. Nope, I'm moving it the wrong way. Okay, here we go. NDI technology is a technology introduced by NewTek. We've done a lot of shows about NDI. NDI allows you through a single Ethernet cable to bring the video from a camera to a mixer, but also it allows for control and other communications. So from the mixer, you can go back to the camera. You can go back to it with tally, comms, PTZ camera control, all kinds of great stuff. And it's really perfect for multi-sport production with a full crew or limited resources because you don't have to rewire a whole building. You can really get creative with NDI, and we think NDI and live sports are a slam dunk. The other key thing that's very important for live sports is 4K P60 is made for sports. Why? Because 4K gives you that wider field of view, and you can always cut an HD view out of it, something we've done other shows on, but also it's excellent for instant replay, which we can get into later in the show, and the details. So we definitely recommend 4K cameras if you can for getting all the action of sports. And speaking of 4K cameras, we've got 2 favorites that I love. Can we bring these up on full screen for a second, Adam? Thank you. The Panasonic AG CX350 is the camera that we're using right there for this shot in our studio. It's a great full-size camera, over the shoulder, does a great job, 4K. It supports NDI with an NDI plugin. The AG CX10 is the little sister, little brother of the CX350. It's 4K as well, and NDI also. I feel that for under $4,000, the AG CX350 is the best camera out there for sports and studio. And I just love this CX10 because the small form factor. Both are great for sports. If you're going to be using camera, people, definitely consider these two cameras. Next, we want to talk about the bigger world of NDI, NDI Systems. Now we're going to talk about mixers that support NDI. These are full-flown systems. Now, NDI is supported by the Tricaster and Wirecast Gear that we're going to show you, but also VMix and OBS support NDI as well. NDI is the way to go, and if you're going to be using a mixer switcher solution, we definitely recommend NDI. First and foremost, Wirecast Pro. Wirecast software runs on a PC or a Mac. It's NDI aware, which means you can take any NDI camera that's on your network can be plugged in and the Wirecast will see it, but if your cameras aren't NDI, you can use an inexpensive converter like the ones I love that we've done a bunch of shows on from Epiphan, the AVIO HD family, and those allow you to take your HDMI, your SDI, or your 4K signal in through USB and bring it directly into, there it is, bring it directly into your Mac or PC via USB 3. They're very rugged, excellent products, and together with Wirecast Pro, they are a winning combination. What do I love about Wirecast Pro? It's an easy-to-use software that you can train a volunteer to use very quickly, and like I said, it can run on a PC or Mac, but you can also buy it on its own turnkey solution like the Wirecast Gearbox that you see here. Now, we've done shows on the Gearboxes, and I really love them. These are pre-built computers, rack-mountable or desktop computers that are optimized for Wirecast. What I really love about the Gear products is they're putting in server workstation class guts. It's got Xeon processors. It's got the special memory you'd find in a server, the error correcting memory. It's got higher end graphics. It's a very cool product. The 310 is a 4 HDMI input for $59.95. The 320 is a 4 SDI input for $69.95. The 320 and the 420 is $89.95. That gives you 5 SDI captures and a program output. So very cool products to look at. Also, got to talk to you about the king of NDI, the king of the ball, the Tricaster Mini 4K NDI. Now, this is a brand new product starting at $79.95. The Tricaster Mini NDI, you see it right here. It has no inputs, folks. It's all NDI. So it ships with 2 NDI I/O converter boxes that you can use with it. You can also expand it for more. It'll work great with the PTZ camera, any NDI product to come in. It's a powerful product, lots of great features, supports Skype TX, it supports NDI KVM, which means it can be operated remotely. The live panel software makes setting up and running your show so much easier. Definitely the Mini 4K. It could fit in a backpack. I'm not going to call it portable like a laptop, but you can move it from venue to venue. So if you had multiple sports, you were doing a baseball game and you had a little studio outside, maybe in the dugout where you could set it up for one day, you could bring it inside for a basketball game another day. If they're allowing basketball to be played indoors, of course, that's going to depend on where the world goes with COVID. But the Tricaster Mini 4K NDI, great product starting at $79.95. Before we go into the next round of products, I want to just talk about PTZ cameras. Now, PTZ cameras are robotic cameras. P, pan, T, tilt, Z, zoom. These are cameras that you operate remotely. Why are they important for live sports production? Because you may have a total limit of the amount of human beings that could be in the venue. Let's talk about a hockey game or basketball where you're inside. So every person on the production team who's there, like a cameraman, means there's one less player or coach. So we really love these PTZ cameras. The cameras you see on this slide, if we can bring it up full stream, we've got cameras from Panasonic, PTZ Optics, NewTek, and BirdDog. They're mainly indoor cameras, but I want to jump to the next screen because I want to talk about this puppy right here and its little brother. And this is the PTZ Optics, the BirdDog PTZ cameras that are outdoor. The EYES A200 is $52.95. It's got an IP67 rating for outdoors. It's an undercarriage unit, so you'd mount it from under something and it goes around and does it. And it's got Sony CMOS sensor, Sony True Imaging, 30x optical, full NDI, low latency, $52.95. And then there's this puppy right here. This is the big kahuna, the A300. The A300, very cool. Nitrogen-filled housing, so you don't have to worry about condensation. Full NDI, 30x optical zoom, Sony CMOS, Sony image sensor, BirdDog comms. This puppy, $74.95. We have sold these and had them installed in sports venues throughout the country, throughout the world. The A200 and the A300, if you're going to be doing outdoor sports, they definitely should be #1 on your list of products to consider. All right, before I get into the next part of the show, can we bring this slide up full screen? Some products we sell require a little extra help and hand-holding, and they need someone who can install and train you on it. So we have a network of dealers throughout the country who we work with who, if you're interested in these next group of products, they can help you with the installation and training and all that other good stuff. So you can still give us a call at our 800 number, but for these next products coming up, we're here to help you teach and learn about them. So the first product I want to start with is the Tricaster TC1. Tricaster TC1 is a rack-mountable product from NewTek. Multiple inputs, multiple outputs, all NDI, starting at $14,995. But if you're going to do sports, you're going to want to put your Tricaster TC1 together with a NewTek 3-play 3P1. Now the 3P1 is an NDI 3-play device. It's a controller and a software that allows you to do all kinds of instant replay and cool stuff like that. And I believe we have a little video we could show about that. Correct, Adam? So let's roll that video now.
To create an event, I'm going to select the Set In button, and now you'll notice that I have an event starting at the very bottom of the screen here on 0-1. Little razzle dazzle. Oh, still going, and yeah, bucket. So set out. Cool. Now we have our event. Now to play these clips, we'll make sure that we have our A output selected on our control surface, and then click Clip List to play the event that we just captured. Now that you have the replay ready, you can tell your director, replay ready, and they can use this source in their production.
And the next product we want to talk to you about is from SimplyLive, the VBox all-in-one varsity bundle. What I really love about the VBox solution from SimplyLive is that the operator can run the show and do the instant replay. Now remember I said the operator. A lot of instant replay systems require an instant replay guy and an operator for the show. The VBox is so simplified and so streamlined that a single operator can run both the show and the instant replay, the multiple angle instant replay. It's just a great product, super easy to use, but like I said, just because it's easy to use for the operator doesn't mean it's a slam dunk to install and get trained on. So once again, if you're looking to get into this product and you think it's for you, give us a call. We will help you find a local dealer who can put you in touch, give you some online remote training, remote demonstrations and things like that, and can help you understand the product better. I believe we also have a video from SimplyLive to show you, so here we go.
To get started, let's break down the user interface. In the center, we have our program window on the left and preview on the right. Below that, we have our live and replay multi-viewer for switching between live sources and preparing replays. To the top left, we have our asset management section. This is where we bring in pre-produced content and where we manage our replay clips. To the right of that, we have our playlist bin. In the playlist bin, we create highlight reels and packages and melts using the clips that we've created. At the top right is our audio section, where we can recall snapshots created in our audio mixer software. Finally, to the right of the Program and Preview window, we have our graphics section, where we monitor and control graphic playout. There are 3 channels, with any of them being still target images, or we can have up to 2 channels of NDI.
Now the folks at SimplyLive have some even more expensive, more elaborate solutions that allow you for completely remote production. They've been doing that during this time of COVID. So this is a real great product to get involved in. The VBox varsity bundles are fantastic, and SimplyLive is a great way to go. The next product I want to talk to you about is so exciting. It's a brand new product. We're super excited about it. It's from PixelArt, and basically it uses artificial intelligence to mix and to follow the action of your game automatically. So basically what you see on the picture there is it's a camera with 4 cameras in it. Now those cameras feed a separate box that works with their AI that automatically follows the action. I know this is hard to believe, so let's roll the clip and show people what we're talking about here. This is a hockey game that we're going to show you. Okay, so as you see this hockey game, and you think there's a live cameraman here, but there isn't. This is the AI following the action. What happens is that the PixelArt camera is set and calibrated for the rink or the arena or the basketball court or the soccer pitch or the football field that you're shooting the game in, and it will automatically follow the action using its AI. Incredibly sophisticated, incredibly powerful product. We're super excited that it's available, but once again, bring up the lower third. This is a product that we feel you really need a local dealer to help you, consult with you, make sure you set it up correctly, get it set up, calibrated, and all the other good stuff that's important. So if you think that's cool technology that you'd like to have, especially maybe you're a bigger school or university that's got to show all your games and just doesn't have enough human beings to run the shows, there's a great technology. We're super excited about it, the PixelArt. And once again, you can give us a call and we will help you find a local dealer for that product. One more product I want to tell you about is the LiveU 300 and the LU2000 server. Now the LU300 is an HEVC transmitter, kind of similar to the Solo, but it's a big brother of the product. It comes with its own modems. It is more robust. It has to transmit to the LU2000 server. What's really cool about it, since it uses HEVC, it uses half the bandwidth. But let's go into the LU2000 server, basically sits in your production room. And now you can have up to 4 LU300s coming in remotely via the web, the interwebs, coming into your production studio where you can mix the show. And they even have something they call at home, where you can actually produce videos at home. So we got a little clip from the folks at LiveU they put together talking about how cool the LU300 is. So let's run that clip now.
Floodlight used the new LiveU 300 HEVC to cover the Dragon Boat Australian Championships in 2019. Also, the ability to stack up to 6 bonded network connections gave our audience amazing stream quality. Our live video transmission was using half the bandwidth, while still remaining beautiful in its image quality. This meant great performance even in low cell reception or challenging remote areas. The LU300's live and store capabilities meant we were able to simultaneously stream to YouTube and save our footage at the highest quality for later use.
Cool, so very similar to the other products we showed you in this segment, the LU300 and the LU200 can be purchased by a local dealer, and we have a network of local dealers who we can put you in contact with so that you can find what you need from that local dealer. He can help you with the support. And one of the complex things with both the LiveU 300 and the PixelArt program is they have data plans that you have to sign up for that are a little bit complicated with contracts and stuff like that. So it's really important that you have a local dealer who can help explain that to you and get that over to you. But before we go on to the close of the show, I see we have a question, and Johnny Carl Ray Jr. said, can you talk about the Tricaster 2 Elite? Well, there's not a lot I can tell you about that. The product just launched. We think it's super exciting. I think it's a great replacement for the Tricaster 8000. Why? Because it gives you NDI plus a whole bunch of SDI inputs. It's a 3RU rack unit with redundancy. The other thing that's super cool is the folks over at NewTek have knocked it out of the park. This product integrates with Zoom, Teams, WebEx, all the different video conferencing products that are out there, and it'll actually allow you to have every input from your Zoom or your WebEx or your Teams be an input into the Tricaster TC2 Elite. But the TC2 Elite, only available from local dealers. If you'd like to learn more information about that, once again, give us a call. We'll be happy to put you in touch with a local dealer. But that kind of wraps up our show on sports, folks. I really want to stress that sports are important. I miss them. You miss them. Basketball's coming back. Hockey's coming back. The Mets are coming back soon. They're playing baseball already. We don't know what's going to happen with sports, folks. I wish I could tell you that sports are going to be back and it's going to work. We don't know. The truth of the matter is these live sports on the pro level could start up and get shut down. This virus is something that's completely out of our control. You know, no one can control it. We're trying to limit the exposure to it, but these athletes, I want to thank them because they are putting themselves at risk even with the bubbles they're contained in. But the bigger question that I know many of you are asking is, you know, what are we going to do about like college and high school sports? And you see, I got my man Zeke Elliott here back from Ohio State. I have no answer for you on this one, folks. I know the high schools want to have sports. The colleges want to have sports. The question is, how can they have sports and safely protect the athletes? We're all trying to figure that out. But where we're bringing this show to you now is because if you're in the video production area for your school, for your university, for your sports team, it's time for you to start figuring out how you're going to broadcast your sport with players only and no fans in the stands. So that's why we wanted to bring you these opportunities, these ways to live stream. And we hope that you found this show successful and useful to you. Once again, give us a call at 800-323-2325. We'll be happy to sell you the products we showed you, those higher end products that we talked about. We'll be happy to put you in touch with a dealer who's an expert on the products. But no matter how you look at it, we're hoping that sports come back. It's going to be gradual. There's going to be bumps in the road. Some sports might get shut down and reopened. Some stuff might happen that's going to be a little things we've never seen before, but we're excited. America loves our sports. The world loves sports, but I think in America it's really, it's a part of our being, and we want to be able to watch sports again. So this is Gary from Video Guys. Like us on Facebook, watch our YouTube videos, like our videos, share our stuff. And before I say peace, I got to say, let's go Mets! Peace.
Video Guys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.